And creative flow is a magical feeling for me where everything stops in the world. It's almost like I can't hear other people, and it filters out that space where it's just myself and being present with the art of making. When I was going through my healing journey, it was about not giving up and really continuing to stay true to who I am and being compassionate. And so surgeries, through the different triumphs and challenges that I was going through over a period of 5 years,
How can painting and visual art support emotional healing?
For me, painting and visual art supports emotional healing just by letting yourself be able to express whatever's coming up for you. And I love thinking about art therapy in this way. When you don't know how to maybe express it in words, you can choose a color, you can choose a marker, something where you can just sit down, grab a piece of paper, and start to just release whatever that is, and not judge yourself in the process of letting that out.
If you can send the message that every person on the planet Earth receives, what would it say?
Trust your intuition and let that guide you is really what's coming up for me, because whenever I have not trusted my intuition, I always learn from it and I get back on that track and you can feel it.
Hey everyone, I'm your host, Anna Lawson. You are watching To Live with Purpose.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Live with Purpose. This is a special episode today. We are not in our regular studio, as you can see. We are at the LA Art Show here in Los Angeles. Very special edition. And this is a place where each and every week we share powerful tools to help you live more mindful and also intentional life. The research shows that most people do not achieve their goals because there is a huge gap between their intentions and desired outcomes and their daily behavior. So we are here to help you close that gap so that you're more mindful of how you spend your time, how you invest your energy, so that you can use your time in a productive way and to achieve all your goals and desired outcomes. In this episode, we'll explore how art can support nervous system regulation, help us access emotions we can't put into words, and offer a gentle pathway towards presence, balance, and calm. If you're looking for ways to nurture your emotional well-being, this episode is for you. Please help me welcome Alli Hall. Alli, so great to have you here today.
Thank you so much for having me here, Anna. It's so great to connect with you and just really excited to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us today with Alli Hall. Her work reminds us that creativity is a tool for reflection, emotional release, and even nervous system regulation. At its heart, Alli's work invites us to pause, breathe, and reconnect with nature, with ourselves, and with the healing power of art. Alli's artistic journey began during a personal period of recovery when painting became not just creative expression, but a powerful form of reflection and restoration. Alli's work has been featured in Clean Living magazine, Chrome 4, Live in the Bay, and at national and international art fairs, including the Superfine Art Fair in San Francisco, Reno Tahoe International Art Show. Beyond her studio practice, she also leads creative wellness workshops, helping others reconnect with their creativity as a pathway to emotional release and nervous system regulation. Working primarily in acrylic, Alli creates atmospheric landscapes inspired by California's coastline, using fluid brushstrokes and intuitive mark making to capture both movement and stillness. Her paintings often feel like a moment seen with softened eyes, where light, emotion, and memory blend into an immersive experience rather than a literal scene. It's so exciting. You're here right in front of your pieces. And how does it feel to be here today?
It's surreal. It's a dream. And I feel really lucky to be a part of the show and just be represented by Sab Gallery. It's just beautiful works of art all around us.
Well, thank you for joining us on Live with Purpose. We always talk about different ways to calm the nervous system, to get in alignment so we can step into the full expression of ourselves. So tell the audience, please, a little bit about yourself and your journey and how you basically got to where you are now.
Sure. I'm based in the Bay Area in San Jose, California, and I got into art a long time ago. I actually started at the age of 3. My mom noticed I colored in the lines, and so that was where she put me into an art class for young kids to learn how to create. And throughout my childhood, she found different art programs in public schools or outside of public schools where I could try out different mediums. So anywhere from painting to acrylics, drawing to charcoal, like all kinds of materials to try. And it wasn't until I was 9 years old that I got into acrylic painting. So my first acrylic painting that I did was more portraiture and then abstract. And I really love the beach. So over time, that is something that I just was really drawn to paint. Growing up in Florida and then growing up in California, you're around the ocean all the time, and it's always been a really grounding place for me. It's something that feels calming, and that's something that I really want to express in the pieces that I do. I paint abstract realism with conventional landscape. So
In acrylic.
with acrylic,
With
yes.
acrylic.
And the way that I would describe it is it's layers that feel almost like a dreamlike state, that as I apply the softness and like beautiful layering to the canvas, it's as if I paint what I see when I squint my eyes. So it creates that like memory feel while also almost like reality, but still maintaining some of that abstract expressionism too.
How impressive.
Thank you.
So what is it about painting and that makes you feel expressed and that makes you feel like that is your purpose?
Yeah, it's such a good question. For me, it just, every time I've painted and I go back to that state of being, it gets me into a place of flow. And creative flow is a magical feeling for me where everything stops in the world. It's almost like I can't hear other people, and it filters out that space where it's just myself and being present with the art of making. And that, like, to me is almost like a high that I just continue to love and to chase and enjoy the creative making process too.
How incredible. That state of flow is so magical when you really feel that it is the only thing that exists in the world for you. And do you feel that every time when you paint?
Every time. And when I don't feel that way, then it's resetting. So like I know I'm not in my body. And so it might be maybe being barefoot to reground myself, or maybe dancing in my studio space, or lighting something like a candle or Palo Santo that helps me regain back into that moment of being present, taking a breath, and being more in that creative flow.
Those are some great suggestions for anyone watching right now, that how you can spark the creativity by dancing or doing all these different things. So how can painting and visual art support emotional healing?
Yeah, it's a great question. For me, painting and visual arts supports emotional healing just by letting yourself be able to express whatever's coming up for you. And I love thinking about art therapy in this way, where when you don't know how to maybe express it in words, you can choose a color, you can choose a marker, something where you can just sit down, grab a piece of paper, and start to just release whatever that is, and not judge yourself in the process of letting that out. When you do that, you kind of transfer that energy, and it allows you to just see what's in front of you. And sometimes we don't realize we need that until we start going through the art of making something. And when I started painting the paintings that I do, it's essentially kind of like transcribing a part of your soul into the canvas. And so different emotions come up for me when I paint these calm pieces, and I hope that they evoke, a similar feeling for people who experience them too.
So it is about releasing the emotions onto the canvas.
Yeah.
There are probably different chemical reactions that are happening in our brain that help us center the nervous system and feel the energy of what you felt when you were painting, and for us when we were viewing the art.
Definitely.
That is so powerful. That is truly powerful. You shared that your art deepened during a personal recovery period. How did creativity help you move through that season and overcome?
For me during that time, I felt like it was a waste of time to be creative. It was before I got back into painting, meaning I didn't see the value of spending 10 minutes to go and doodle or do something. And so it was through therapy that my therapist had actually encouraged me to go back into my creativity and just go out and start drawing for 10 minutes. See where it takes me. And that actually led to more of my practice again. And I rediscovered that when you just take that time to really put pen to paper and doodle, or like let yourself free flow, it brings me back to that state of just groundedness, meditation, or like meditative state that you usually feel when you do something like exercise or yoga. And so I really believe in the power of creativity healing whatever is happening both physically and mentally for people, because sometimes words are just not enough. Like I know we talked about that earlier with your previous question, but this to me was my journey to get back to rediscovering not only myself, but self-love and that like beauty that you can create as an artist, and really believing in your craft. So I feel really fortunate to have had someone who could see that side and knew about my creativity and really pushed me in a great way to rediscover that and be more grounded in that place to bring it back out, because there's just so much lightness when you go back to that place too.
How incredible. So you, prior to that healing journey, you felt like painting was waste of time?
Yes.
How interesting is that?
Yeah, it's a complete opposite
Total
perspective.
disconnection from your essence. So
Yeah.
you're now back into that alignment.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so grateful for you
Thank
being
you.
back to what you are meant to do, because you're making the entire world better with your art,
Thank you.
in a true expression of your soul. So we need more people who express their soul
Thank you.
in that way. What is one habit or a daily practice besides painting that makes you feel aligned and centered?
There's so many things you could choose. Like, I think in my day-to-day, every day having something that you feel excited or have joy about is really important to me. And so I like to think about different gratitude moments. So I don't have a journal, but I have just like a log. And like, I like to start each day thinking about what is like at least one or two things that I'm grateful for. But I think when you start your day with joy, you're brought to a better place, and you just never know where your energy continues to transfer for other people. And that's really helped me stay positive and optimistic, but also just be aware and in that present state that painting does for me too.
So starting with gratitude. So pause to journal, or just remember 2 or 3 things you're grateful for. It really goes a long way.
It does.
Do you remember a certain mindset that helped you in those tough moments, that help you keep going?
Definitely. When I was going through my healing journey, it was about not giving up and really continuing to stay true to who I am and being compassionate. And so through the different surgeries, through the different triumphs and challenges that I was going through over a period of 5 years, I took time to just really look back at where it came from and saw the progress as well. And I think it's that resiliency that really helped me continue through. And now being here, it's a dream. It's amazing. And I think believing in yourself, trusting the process, trusting your intuition, that's how I got better at being more in alignment with what makes myself happy and feel joy, but also feel authentic to who I am. And that's the biggest advice that I have for other people who might be experiencing a similar path too.
Thank you for spreading the joy, because you have such a big smile. When I see your posts and your paintings, I feel happy. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
You just said that you learned how to trust yourself more. Can you explain that and share some ways on how somebody out there who feels disconnected, how it can strengthen that self-trust?
Yeah, for me, it was really asking questions. So journaling is a technique that I really enjoy, especially when I feel stuck, both creatively, but also just not sure what kind of path to take. And so asking questions like, what is coming up for me? Or why do I feel this way? Or what kind of like thoughts are going through my brain right now? And are they actually true? Are they just thoughts? They're not facts. So kind of disinvigorating what I call kind of like your brain being meshed with an idea that might be falsified helped me realize, okay, I'm on this path. Or hey, look at what I've done before. And just helping reground has helped me continue to build trust. But then also just being a bit more on like in the joy more too, meaning what I wear, I want to feel good every day. So just your form of self-expression that feels authentic to me. Like I love blue tones and I love painting blue, and just the things that bring me that peace at the end of the day just feels in alignment. And that's how I know, okay, I'm continuing to trust like this process and where it's going and different people that I've met along the way. But it starts small. First, I think just asking yourself open-ended questions and then seeing where the joy is and following that path has really helped me rebuild that trust.
And also the research shows that successful people actually ask really good questions. So the difference between successful and unsuccessful people in the questions that they ask. Unsuccessful people usually ask, why does this always happen to me? And successful people ask, what can I learn from this? And how can I do this better? So there is a huge difference in just that little
shift.
It's very profound. So asking good questions. Thank you for sharing that. That is really important. We're going to take a quick break. We had a chance to interview Alli yesterday at the opening night. So let's take a look. Hey, everyone. Welcome. Today we are live from the LA Art Show 2026 here on the red carpet. It's an opening night. Such an amazing energy. And I'm here with Alli Hall. Hi, Alli.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to connect with you.
So amazing to see you here. So you are exhibiting here at the LA Art Show?
I am. Yes, I am exhibiting at booth 1003 with Sab Gallery.
How incredible. Congratulations. Your pieces are absolutely amazing. So tell the audience a little bit about your work and how do you do what you do?
Thank you so much. For me, I paint abstract realism combined with conventional landscape of California's coastline. So I love to paint what I see from a distance. I describe it as when I squint my eyes, it's kind of that softness and that dreamlike state of the beautiful landscape of the beach.
How wonderful. Yes, you do. You paint in acrylic. You do paint ocean and the coastline. And how does coastline and ocean make you feel? And why that inspires you so much to translate into your painting?
Coastlines and the water, all of that just makes me feel grounded and centered. It's just such a beautiful energy that I feel like when I'm around it and near it, I just feel instant peace. And so because of that, I'm continually drawn to it. I don't know why, but the fluid nature of the water's movement is something I just love to express, and it can come in all forms. So no matter what painting I'm doing, they're all different. And it's just so beautiful to explore that as a body of work too.
How wonderful. So if somebody out there watching right now feels disconnected from their creativity, so they don't know how to access that part of their personality, what advice would you give them?
I would say find the things that bring you small moments of joy. And that could be going out on a walk and connecting with nature again. For me, that's one way where maybe I'm not feeling inspired. Just being around like different smells, nature's like beautiful greenery. Then I can go back and maybe draw what I saw and do something called like a meditative journal exercise where you just draw out what you saw, what made you feel excited, and then that can kind of spark that 10-minute exercise of just embracing creativity. So it starts small, and that one little step can really help you find what brings that joy again.
Yeah. So take a moment to pause and take a breath and notice what makes you feel calm and inspired, right? Do you also do any form of meditation or yoga?
What do you do? I love to do some breath work and meditation. Actually, there's this beautiful Palo Santo called Maison Palo Santo. It has just this energy. It smells just unlike anything else. It's produced in Ecuador. And when I light it, it just instantly grounds me and calms my nervous system that I just know that I can be at peace and start to make or be a bit more in my body too.
How incredible. And how is that important for you as an artist to feel grounded and centered?
It's super important for me. I feel like I feel most alive when I'm connected back to myself. I tend to stay in my head a lot. So when I'm painting and in that flow, it's like everything else, I lose track of time. And I almost am in like a trance-like state where I can't hear anyone else. And it's so filtered out that the rest of the world is gone. So it's this almost like magical superpower that we have as artists too.
How incredible. It's almost like a meditation on its own when you're painting.
Yes, it's so unique and just so special to experience.
And how many hours a day do you generally paint?
It's a good question. I think for me, I try to paint at least 2 to 3 times a week. Okay. Yeah. And in terms of hours, it also depends on the pieces. Sometimes I can sit and have a session where I'm painting anywhere from like 5 or more. And then sometimes if it's a larger piece, it can take a few days and just, I like to let it bake is what I call it. I let it sit, come back to it, look at it with a different perspective. Yes. Exactly. And then I know when it's ready because when I look at it, there's just that same feeling where I'm like, like there's a moment where my breath is taken away, or I can just feel the feeling that whatever was, in my soul is now expressed on the canvas, that other people who see it might feel similar feels or something completely different. So I think it's what art speaks to you and how it makes you feel. And I hope to always evoke calm and help bring peace to people's spaces as well.
How wonderful. This is what our show is about. It's about finding calmness and being centered and fulfilled by what you do. And you're definitely somebody who lives in alignment with their true essence and feels expressed. And you just have that amazing aura and energy. I love how you said you have a canvas and then you can layer on top. If you make a mistake, you can paint over. This is so great. Just like in life, if you make a mistake, you can just go and do it again and get up and do it again. That's so amazing. Thanks, Alli. I have a few more questions. How do you define life purpose? What would you say?
Oh man, I think like life purpose is like, what's the thing that you wake up and you can feel, it's for me a feeling, like you just know that your soul feels right and it feels good and you feel excited to do the thing that you're doing. And I always have felt grounded with helping people and helping people feel a certain way. And for me, it's that calmness, it's that peace. Like I want to help others and I want to help other people feel better. Because I know the value of that, and I think that's just what has been true to me in my journey.
It's the greatest value to affect somebody else in a positive way. It's the biggest gift that you can really give. That is so true. For you lead creative wellness workshops.
I do.
That is so amazing. So what can somebody expect if they sign up for your workshop? How does it look like?
So the last workshop I recently did was a painting and Pilates experience. And so you can have movement, you can have breath work, and then get into your body a little bit more because you've been grounded. And then we start painting. It could be anything. Like we just painted some pumpkins and did like a whole fun.
Some of the pumpkins, they look amazing.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
And I loved it. It's helping people get out of that perfectionism brain and mindset and more into like just the art of making and having fun and playing again. And being playful and embracing the art of play is one of my favorite things to help reteach people, because I think you learn it when you're younger and we forget it as we get into adulthood.
That is so true. Creativity requires playfulness.
Yes.
Because we as adults, we have a lot of responsibilities and we forget to play as kids we used to do, and everything comes so much easier. And even if you fall, you just get up, you keep going because you're playing. You're not taking it too seriously.
Yeah.
So it's so important to have that playfulness and finding humor and not taking everything too seriously. It is healing on its own. So profound. Tell us, how does your morning routine look like? What do you do in the morning?
I really one that looks at my morning routine at the end of every year and reevaluates, is this actually the morning routine that I want? So I just did this exercise.
I just want to pause here. I don't want to forget. This is so important. I want to put this out there. The power of reflection. The research shows we don't learn from the experience, we learn from reflecting on the experience. So pausing and looking back, reflecting on your week, have a weekly reflection or monthly or yearly is actually life-changing.
It is. And my husband and I do this exercise together annually. So we'll sit down, we'll look at our morning routine or just our day-to-day, and we actually just adjusted it. So we go to the gym at 5:45, we come back, we have a little bit of like, I don't know what to call it other than just like meditation or just like a stretching moment where you can just be grounded and breathe, and then go on to like making something that's tasty. So high protein workout after, or like high protein shake after that too. And then throughout the day, I think it just depends. Like I work full time as well.
I just wanted to ask, is that 5:45 a.m.?
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to
5:45
highlight
a.m.
that. Okay.
I know, really early.
Yes.
It was 6 last time, but we're trying to do 15 minutes earlier and then go from there. But yeah, it's been just like little tweaks of making things better in our day. So I would just say movement to working out together, of course, going on a walk later in the afternoon, reconnecting, making dinner together, and then I have time to paint usually in the afternoon or evening time too.
If you can send a message that every person on the planet Earth receives, what would it say?
Ooh, I would say it's just like, I don't know if it's a message. For me, it's always a feeling. It's just like, trust your intuition and let that guide you is really what's coming up for me. Because whenever I have not trusted my intuition, I always learn from it and I get back on that track and you can feel it. And it's usually a feeling where like, you know, when it doesn't feel right and you know when it feels amazing. And it's just that same thing for me where like when I'm painting and I know I'm in my flow, that's the right thing. When I'm not, then I know I'm off track. So.
And how do you recognize that? Do you feel that feeling? Do you connect with your heart?
Yeah,
how does that look
I feel
like?
it more in my gut.
Your
more
gut.
than my heart, which is interesting. But like, I think your gut holds all of your emotion in its own way. It's like your nervous system together, and that's
it has its own brain.
Yes, like it starts for me there, and then I think everything flows to like the heart and like your energy out too.
So trust your
Full intuition.
Trust your intuition.
Yeah.
How wonderful. It's
Thank you
always
so
a pleasure.
much. I
You
had the
have
best time.
so much to share. You are so successful, and it shows because you have the mindset that supports that, and everything starts really with a mindset. So thank you for sharing your talent with us. We're so honored to have you. Thank you also for tuning in to this special episode packed with really valuable stuff. And we'll see you next week.
Do you feel your life is empty? Do you feel like something's missing? What do I want? What is my life purpose? It can be challenging, but it's worth it. Hey everyone, I'm your host, Anna Lawson. You are watching To Live with Purpose. How do you find a life purpose?
So that's a big question.
I think finding your life purpose is at least a monthly, sometimes weekly, sometimes daily, sometimes minute by minute challenge.
I say this, whatever your day job is, if you have what you believe is your purpose, start a side hustle. Like if maybe real estate is your passion in life, start it, get your license, do something in life. If you want to be an actor, maybe take classes.
I think life purpose is really just making an impact in whichever way you're looking to make an impact.
Figure out what it is in your life that will make you happy. You know, what will give you the satisfaction that you seek.